Next, we welcome back Moti Yung, who's going to talk about extreme threshold cryptosystems.
First of all, about the previous talk, he didn't consider leakage, which is very crucial in his model. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about extreme threshold cryptosystem. By extreme, and forget about the jokes, adaptively secure, non-interactive threshold cryptosystem. It's joint work with Benoit Libert. And this threshold crypto was introduced more than 20 years ago. It's when you take your key, you split it, and then you need a threshold in order to perform the operation, like decryption and signing and so on, and kind of diffuses single point of failure, and you need also robustness, and this is the working model. You don't have, the secret key is not in one place, and an attacker needs to really take, let's say, majority of shareholder in order to break the system, and so it has to flip a majority of server to his side. Okay, so one thing that we deal here with, and this was bothering me for a while, is static corruption versus adaptive corruption. And adaptive are kind of things that are corruption during the protocol and based on the entire history of the protocol and so on. And the second thing that we consider is to do CCA to secure crypto system, and this started with 98 by a paper by Shub Genawi in the random oracle model, and then there is a history of just doing this. I mean, the history is much more before and much more systems, but this is just this type of things. And then about adaptive corruption, also starting around 99, systems that take care adaptive corruption, which is much stronger adversary started, and this is the history. But despite all this effort and other effort which I didn't mention, in the last 10 years, there was not really threshold cryptosystem that fulfills all the extreme conditions. That it is let's say it's a decryption system, we want chosen ciphertext security, we want adaptive corruption, of course, non-interactive scheme, non-interactive meaning that the shareholders just get the message and produce a result, and this is combined. We want robustness against this malicious adaptive adversary, so they cannot even delay the protocol. And we want optimal resilience because they are malicious. You need majority, but you can do it with majority. No erasure, share sizes independent of the participants' number. And we want to do it in the standard model, not random oracle. And the first result we had this year in ICALP in July. And it was based on the great notion of dual system encryption by Waters and Lauko and Waters techniques and adaptation, and this works in a subgroup of composite order, and it gives the first adaptive secure non-interactive CCA2 encryption and also non-interactive secure signature. But it doesn't have all the desired property. For example, because of the groups, it's very hard to interface with key generation protocols. So the second result, which is new, and it's an alternative approach, it uses a notion that we call all but one perfectly sound hash proof system, combining universal hash proofs of Kramer and Shub, simulation soundness, and proof of validity that kind of associated with the encryption. And it gives us, this abstract notion gives us a few implementation based on different algebraic structures, and leakage you very much.